learners, now we are switching to the next part of equilibrium, that is ionic equilibrium. For that, first of all, we are going to discuss some of the basic concepts and terms. Some of the terms you are also familiar with, but we are going to revise them again. The first is electrolytes. I hope you are familiar with. Electrolytes are the substances which conduct electricity in the molten state. अगर कोई चीज molten state में electricity conduct करे तब हम उसे क्या कहते हैं? इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एसिड्स, बेसिस, सॉल्ट्स. जैसे NaCl है, वो अपनी मोल्टन स्टेट में ये एक्वा सॉल्यूशन की फॉर्म में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट कर लेता है. In the same way, HCl it dissociate into ions and help in the conduction of electricity. So the substances which conduct electricity in their molten state, they are known as electrolytes. On the other hand, non-electrolytes, the substances which do not conduct electricity, जैसे sugar, urea, glycerin, etc. The compounds which do not ionize, क्योंकि electricity conduction के लिए we know that either the electrons are required or ions are required. Here we are talking about ions क्योंकि acid, for example HCl, it will dissociate into ions. Ions में टूट जाएगा, then those ions they will move and help in the conduction of electricity. But in such type of molecules, ions they will also not get formed and electrons they are also not available for the conduction of electricity. Hence, these are known as non-electrolytes. Now, types of electrolytes on the basis of their ionization. कि अगर किसी इलेक्ट्रोलाइट की आयनाइजेशन कंप्लीट हो जाए, नंबर ऑफ आयंस, अगर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट की डिसोसिएशन कंप्लीट होगी तो ऑब्वियसली नंबर ऑफ आयंस विल बी मोर इन नंबर, और अगर उनकी डिसोसिएशन कंप्लीट नहीं होगी तो फाइनली द नंबर ऑफ आयंस दे विल बी लेस. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट we'll categorize them as strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. Now strong electrolyte, for example HCl, it ionizes almost completely. Weak electrolytes ionize to a small extent. इसके लिए हमने चैप्टर की स्टार्टिंग में एक एग्जांपल भी किया था HCl और एसिटिक एसिड के बीच में, और हमने कहा था कि अगर 10 मॉलिक्यूल्स HCl के आयनाइज हो रहे हैं, they will give rise to 10 ion pairs of H positive and Cl negative. But CH3COH in that equilibrium will get established, and if 10 molecules are taken, 5 will get converted to the 5 ion pairs and 5 molecules they will remain as it is. So the same example is here, that it will ionize completely, hence it will give rise to more number of ions. That is why it is known as strong electrolyte. And the molecules which ionize to a small extent means they will not ionize completely. They will give rise to less number of ions. Hence they are termed as weak electrolytes. Now coming to the acid-base concept. The earlier view for acids and bases were acids they are sour in taste. अब ये हमने पहले भी आपने किया है लोअर क्लासेस में भी कि एसिड और बेस की क्या आइडेंटिफाइंग कंडीशंस होती हैं. एसिड्स दे आर sour in taste, they turn blue litmus to red, and when they react with metal they liberate hydrogen. जैसे HCl को जिंक के साथ रिएक्ट कराएं तो मोस्ट कॉमन एग्जांपल है which we have done so many times earlier, zinc plus HCl it will give rise to ZnCl2 plus H2 gas will be liberated. Similarly for bases, the bases they are bitter in taste, they changes red litmus to blue and they are soapy to touch. अब ये करेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर्स आपने बहुत बार लोअर क्लासेस में भी पढ़े हैं, जिनके बेसिस पर हम एसिड और बेस को डिस्टिंग्विश करते हैं. इसी को और ज्यादा एक्सपैंड करते हुए द नेक्स्ट कंसेप्ट आर्हीनियस गेव द कंसेप्ट टू आइडेंटिफाई एसिड एंड बेस. अकॉर्डिंग टू आर्हीनियस इसने कहा कि जो चीज एक्वस सॉल्यूशन में डिसोसिएट होकर H पॉजिटिव आयंस दे दे वो क्या कहलाएगी? एसिड्स. एंड द सब्सटेंसेस which dissociate in aqueous solution and give rise to OH negative ions, that is known as बेस। आर्हेनियस ने कहा कि अगर कोई चीज टूटकर H पॉजिटिव बनाती है तो वो एसिड है, अगर वो OH नेगेटिव आयंस देती है सॉल्यूशन में तो वो बेस है। लेकिन कुछ ऐसे मॉलिक्यूल्स के बारे में स्टडी किया गया दैट दे शो द बेसिक नेचर बट दे डू नॉट लिबरेट OH नेगेटिव आयंस। फॉर एग्जांपल अमोनिया NH3, it shows the basic character but it doesn't liberate OH negative ions in the solution, so that becomes a limitation for the Arrhenius concept कि Arrhenius ने कहा कि basis वो है जो OH negative ions liberate करते हैं, but the question mark was that if ammonia is not liberating OH negative ions, then how we are considering it as base. To improve it, the next concept was given by Bronsted-Lowry. According to Bronsted, acids are the substances which donate H positive ion. इसने इसी के concept को expand किया. इसने कहा acid वो चीज है जो H positive ion aqueous solution में देगी. It is the same like that of Arrhenius concept. But for the base, in this concept it was said that those substances which accept H positive, they are termed as bases. अब क्योंकि nitrogen is having one lone pair of electrons, if H positive comes to it, it can form bond with it, turning it to NH4 positive. ये किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? NH4 positive में. Now NH3 is getting converted to NH4 positive. According to it, in this concept it was said that substances which liberate H positive, they are termed as acids, and the substances which accept H positive, they are termed as bases. For its more explanation, an example was given of the reaction between HCl and NH3. In that concept, it was said that if HCl and NH3 they are reacting, HCl will liberate its H positive ion and will give rise to Cl negative, और इसका छोड़ा हुआ H positive will be accepted by NH3 and it will get converted to NH4 positive. On the basis of this, it was said that HCl is an acid, Bronsted acid, and NH3 is a Bronsted base because it is accepting H positive and it is liberating H positive. So on this basis, the acid base concept was given. Also, it was said that this is an acid. Why? Because it is liberating H positive. After the liberation of H positive, Cl negative is formed. Now this Cl negative have the tendency to accept H positive, क्योंकि अब ये Cl negative अपने में H positive gain करने की tendency रखता है, मगर ये बना किससे? ये इस acid से बना. That is why it is said it's conjugate base. It is called its conjugate base. So the concept is that acids have conjugate base and bases have conjugate acids. क्योंकि यहाँ ये क्या act कर रहा था? Base. According to Bronsted concept, it is acting as a base. Now after accepting one H positive, अब ये क्या बन गया? Conjugate acid, because now it is having the tendency to liberate one H positive. अब क्योंकि ये H positive liberate करने की tendency रखता है, लेकिन ये बना इस बेस से है, इसलिए इसे हम क्या कहेंगे? Conjugate acid. Now strong acids have weak conjugate base. Weak acid, strong acid have weak conjugate base. Weak acid, अगर acid weak होगा तो strong conjugate base. अगर strong base होगा तो weak conjugate acid, और अगर weak base होगा तो strong conjugate acid will be formed. So all this concept was given by Bronsted-Lowry. इसने इसके concept को तो improve कर दिया, but there is something further which give a setback to this concept also. In the next video, we'll discuss that what were the merits of this concept and what were the limitations. अब इसकी limitations क्यों आई, ऐसा क्या concept था जिसकी वजह से इसे limitation मिली और next concept existence में आया. Thank you.